Welcome to the whiteboard, where we talk about the kookiest legislation Congress is working on this week. Let's get into it. Congress is back. They've been on recess for the entire month of August, back home doing God knows what. The White House did drop a bit of a bomb on Republicans in Congress over the recess, asking them to write a comprehensive crime bill, including God knows what. So that's probably what they're coming back to, I'm sure, with much enthusiasm. So these are a few bills that are being voted on with suspension of the rules, meaning that it's kind of a voice vote, not a ton of debate. They don't expect a lot of pushback on these. And this reminder, for people who are new, this is how most bills get passed through Congress, but they don't ever make it into the news because nobody's arguing about them. We have HR 747. This is the Stop Chinese Fentanyl bill, which would issue sanctions on Chinese manufacturers of opioids and have like punishments for Chinese officials who sell it. They don't live here, so I don't know what they intend to do to those people, but okay. Then there is HR 2635. This is the Uyghur policy update. And this doesn't do a ton, but it does. There's a section of the bill called the sense of Congress. The sense of Congress is that China treats its Uyghur population really, really badly. And we don't like it. So it instructs the Department of State to work with aid organizations that are assisting the Uyghurs. Of course, we don't really have any more aid organizations, so I'm not entirely sure what Congress thinks is going to happen there, but they're making a statement. And the last one I'm going to point out that's being voted on is suspension of the rules. It's HR 1144, which is the Frederick Douglass Trafficking Reauthorization Act. So this is a bill that already exists. And like a lot of bills, it has to be reauthorized every however many years. So this is a human trafficking prevention bill that gives resources to different departments in the government to combat human trafficking. So all of these are going onto the calendar for this week. Big one, the big bill that there was probably going to be debate about, HR 4553. This is the appropriations bill for the Department of Energy. I go over the cuts that are included in this bill on the Substack version of this video, which is much longer, but there's a lot. There's a lot of cuts to this bill. A lot of it is stuff that's included in the Department of Energy chapter of Project 2025, which I've also gone over on Substack. So go sign up if you would like to hear more about that. But this appropriations bill will include cuts to the Department of Energy. And that's what we're working on this week. Onward.